Remember Drift? They were famous for their action cameras like the Ghost. Well, they went bust, right? Or did they? Now here's the interesting thing, I've been sent this product in 2025 and currently, as of today, you can still buy this camera brand spanking new, but not from Drift themselves, because what you'll notice is, if you have a look at their website, everything's completely out of stock, except from, well, a few of their accessories, and it gets better. Their last blog post, the last thing they put up on their website that I can see, was based basically back in April 2020, what was the pandemic. And I have my own theory about what happened to them, and I'll explain more later. Now you're probably asking, what do you mean you've got this in 2025? Well, a very big company that send lots of products to lots of people sponsored one of my videos not long ago, but they've sponsored a few now. And they sent me a whole load of products, and this was supposed to be one of them, to be in the background telling everybody about the products that you can buy. And well, it arrived late, so it never made it into that ad, and it's been sat on my shelf now for a couple of months, and I've gone, do you know what? What happened to Drift? So I suppose the big question is, really, is the Drift Ghost XL camera still relevant today? Because obviously it was released in 2019 and we're in 2025, where you've got things like this, the DJI action camera, that, well, it's just fantastic. It's got this ultra 4K, amazing camera quality. It has stabilization, that means that everything you see is just perfect and lovely. And even better, it has a wireless microphone where, well, the Ghost XL, well, that is 1080p. That's, to be fair, a little bit lacking these days. But it does have some bonus features like 9 hours of battery life. That's proper incredible, and I can see why it was such a popular camera back in 2019. But it doesn't have things like stabilization, so it'll be interesting to see what the difference is between a 2025 camera and, well, a 2019. But going back to Drift themselves, well, they are a UK company. They were launched in 2009. And I even remember going to the NEC Live, and I remember being super excited because I saw GoPro there and I saw Drift. Now GoPro had been going since something like 2002, so I had a few years on Drift, but what they had was a camera actually made for us, for the motorcyclist. So that's why it became so popular so quickly. A camera with good battery life, being able to capture all that footage, super easy to attach your helmet, basically stick the mount on the side, slip this in, you can rotate this lens to get it perfect, and then boom, you're out filming your ride. Well, I was shocked really to sort of see Drift disappear, because it's a little bit weird, isn't it? It's like they just disappeared overnight. But did they? Because they released a 4K camera quite a few years later after launch. They've gone through loads and loads of different camera upgrades and bits and bobs, and they released a 4K camera that, well, it didn't do too well. Now this is just literally what I've seen on the forums. I've got no proof, this is just food for thought as such, but from what I can see and understand, they released that camera and it had the issues, and they didn't recall it, the customer service was lacking, and people kind of fell out of love with Drift. And then the pandemic hit, and I think that was kind of their final kind of go at it, if it makes sense. Now my theory very much is that they have basically produced a whole load of these cameras and they're just selling off what's left over stock, or they've already sold that to these big companies to sell, and the company itself don't want to deal with all the shipping and the hassle, so they're all out of stock. That's kind of what I'm thinking, but I don't know. But what I do know is that you can still buy this camera. Now what I'm really interested in is to see if this camera, if this Ghost XL for 150 quid, again, still available to buy right now, is worth your money. Or should you just spend the extra, get a camera that's jumped up so much in time with technology that just blows this away? Let's go and find out. Let's strap this onto my helmet. Let's pop this on side by side, and let's just see, well, is the Ghost worth it? Or is it not? Okay, so here we are, open road, and you're currently seeing me on an Action 5 facing towards me, but I've got running the Ghost XL on here and also the Action 5. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to run one by one first, so you can see exactly what the quality is like. Now it's a pretty cloudy day, so it's not beautiful sunlight,
Beautiful sunlight does improve picture quality, but this is more of a real world test. So I'm now going to swap straight away to the Ghost XL camera first. Here we go. So there you go, there is the quality coming out of the camera. That's what you get literally out of the box. That's running 1080p and 30 frames per second. That's its maximum setting. That's all you get on that. Now I'm going to swap to the Action 5, DJI's Action 5. That's set up for my vlogging setup. So what you're getting from the Action 5 is 4K footage, ultra wide lens, running at 60 frames per second. So that's what you get now with stabilization on. These are my actual vlogging settings. Okay, so you're now probably thinking, well, where's the audio coming from? Well, again, that is the DJI wireless microphone that's up to this camera just here. You can see the bar going across to the top. So that's no audio from the cameras. But because these two are standalone, I'm going to slow down and I'm going to let you listen to what audio quality you get from the cameras. So not just picture, but audio as well. Okay, so we're going along about 20 miles an hour. I'm going to swap to each one, give the engine a little bit of a rev and let you have a listen. So first of all, here is the Ghost XL. That's the audio coming from there. And now we'll swap to the Action 5. Here's the audio from there. So now let's run both cameras side by side so you can really see what the difference between basically a 2025 camera and then obviously one that's not been around for 6 years but still going. Let's see if there's a big difference side by side. Now I want to move on to the stabilization. Now, what some people will turn around and say, and this is quite a lot of other brands that make similar cameras to this, because you can get almost a version of this with a comm system from Sena that doesn't have stabilization. And what they'll say is that your head does all the stabilization, so it's not a big deal. So I'm going to slowly ride down this a little bit bumpy road and give you an idea at 50 miles an hour what that's like. And then moving again back to the Action 5 with the stabilization, can you see a difference? Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Now another thing, as a content creator, a person that basically I do this as part of my living, it's part of my profession. I personally, and it's a personal thing, I find camera angle is quite a big deal. So I have my camera mounted right where my chin is, as close to my eyes as possible, to give you that looking straight forward, so you're with me. And I'm interested to see how it looks when we swap to the Ghost and go, it's actually now the opposite. It's on the side of my helmet, so you should be getting some of the actual side of the lid put in, like a side view. Now for me, again, as a person that catches the action in the vlog, I like this forward, that you're with me, you're looking where I'm looking, we're looking together, more than this sort of person on your shoulder looking out. But again, let me know in the comments what you prefer. Do you prefer that angle or the forward angle? Right in the middle, which angle? The Ghost on the side or right in the middle, the Action 5? So another key factor when you're filming footage is motion blur. So we're going to see if we get any motion blur off of the Ghost XL. So we're going to sit here at 60. Got a stream of cars coming towards us. Let's see if we get any motion blur, if it's nice and clear and easy to see. Look at the trees up on the left here. How does that look? And what I'll do again is I'll swap now to the Action 5 and see if we can see the difference in motion blur between the two cameras. Now I'm guessing that the quality right now, because I can't see this as I'm riding, I'm guessing the quality is massive, absolutely massive, but I'm guessing, very much guessing. I'm looking forward to now heading back myself and just having a look at both of the footage and see exactly what it's like.
Well, I've come back and I've deep dived and looked at the footage, and I'll be honest, I'm actually disappointed in the Ghost XL. I thought it'd perform a little bit better. Now, I completely get that we are comparing it to a DJI Action 5. that currently costs £289 to a camera that's £150. But what kind of annoys me is this is still on the market like new, almost being told that it's a really good buy, and I just don't think it is. I think there's going to be an argument against me here, someone saying, yes, but this is 9 hours of battery life, I can put it onto my helmet, I can ride to work, and I can treat it like a dash cam. And I get that, but I've reviewed so many products here on the Helmet Head channel, and I know that you can get an in-off K7 on your bike that wires in, that is just by far a better dash cam with lots more features, and you never have to worry about charging it up, making sure the SD card doesn't get clogged up and things are going wrong. It takes care of itself. Where this, well, it's just old tech. I'm sorry to say it, but I don't recommend it. I wouldn't buy one. It's not for me. But if you have bought one, please don't shout at me. I'd just say stick it on eBay and get yourself a DJI Action 5, a wireless mic, and you've got yourself an unbelievable setup. And that's the point. You've got to be open and honest, and this just does not cut the biscuit. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you so much for watching the channel. If you're interested in any of the motorcycle tech, bike reviews, the whole lot here in the bike world, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because I've got another action camera coming up soon to review on the channel. What might be the in-between place that we're all after, price point and awesomeness. So don't forget, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time here on the Helmet Head channel. Bye-bye for now.